Hi guys, this is Waga and welcome to the channel. As always, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and you can also star the repository on GitHub. We're about to continue with our application, and the video about to watch was part of a much longer video that I decided to split in two so that the videos don't get too long. Yeah, and so we'll be continuing from where we left off. Let's continue. So we could come here and give it a child. It's going to be photo, which we're going to use a ternary to check whether or not it is gesture detector. We're going to use a ternary to check whether or not somebody has used the photo. So gesture detector, if you have selected the photo or not. And on the gesture detector, we're going to have on tap. Let me just type here so that we can get rid of that. And we are going to have an async function which is going to wait on you to pick a photo, right? And we're going to get a picture of type file get pic, like so, and this is going to await. We're going to use the file picker that we just brought in the package, and it has a method called get file, and I think we need to bring it in. We haven't brought it in, and we're going to import it. And the get file, it allows you to select which type of file you want to use, and we want file type .image. You see, you can select audio, custom, image, media. So me, I want, or rather we want, images, right? So then if get pic is not equal to now, that means somebody has set the photo. We use set state here, and we say the photo. We set the get pic, the picture, as a photo. So we could say that, like so. So basically, that is done. And get pic, yeah, and after this, we're going to put a child, and the child is going to be what you're going to see before you select the picture. Image dot asset, and the asset, our asset is, I believe, call it whatever you called it, or if you want a different photo, you can put a different photo. Asset slash profile photo dot png, like so. And then we're going to continue with our ternary, and we're going to have another gesture detector. I think my spelling here is off. We could say photo gesture detector, and yeah, and we could have another gesture detector here. Tap, you will see this child of the gesture detector, which is going to be the photo PNG, this one. And if you haven't selected a photo, that is, you will see the child, this image asset. Otherwise, if you do select a photo, we're going to let us put the photo in place. So we could say on tap, and that is going to be essentially, it's going to be the same. So we could come here, select this. So we're going to copy this async, since it's basically, we're just doing the same thing again, right? And this is such that after you set your photo, the photo, let me just put commas so that format can work. After you set the photo is what is going to remain in place. You're not going to have this child, right? And and after that, our gesture detector is going to have a child of the avatar. With the image as the background image. So for that, we are going to have wait, get pick. I've just lost my position. We're going to give this gesture detector a child here, and we could give it a circle avatar, and the circle avatar is going to have the picture that you selected. So the radius is going to be the same as the radius of this other circle avatar, because remember we're in a circle avatar. So you could say size width, and you multiply it by 0.3, like so, right? And the background image is going to be file image, and we're going to pass in the selected photo. So after that, our photo is going to be the photo that you have selected, basically. And we come to the bottom of container, and we can use the text field widget that we just built down here. So here we could call it with text. Are we at the bottom of the container? Okay, I'm in the wrong container, sorry. I think here, right? So we could come here, and at the bottom of the container we could say text. We could call the text field widget, and we're going to pass in the name controller as a controller. The next argument is going to be the text. The text at the top is going to be name, as you can see on the simulator, and the size is going to be the size, basically. So we're going to pass in that, and we are going to save. And after the text field widget, we're going to have a gesture controller, which is going to show our birthday, and we're going to use the show date picker. So we're going to come down here, and we're going to say gesture, not gesture controller, just detector, and this is going to have on tap. This is going to be date picker dot show date, and we need to import this package. This is not the usual date picker, this is the package that we used, right? And we're going to import the date picker, and we could put that show date picker, like so. And it's going to take the context here, and we're going to say show title actions, and this is going to be true. And it's going to go back as far as, we could say, 1900, 1st of January, or whatever age you feel is appropriate. Meantime, and we wrap this in a date time. So we could come here, wrap this in date time, and the max time we could also wrap it in a date time, and we're going to make it 18 years from daytime is 18 years from whatever year we're in. So for that, the first argument is going to be date time dot, we calculate whatever date is dot now dot year minus 18 for the year. So right now we're in 2020, that's going to be 2002. However, we want it to be at least 18, so we could make it 19, so that we're sure that this person has already crossed the age, because your birthday may be in July and we're currently not in July, so you would technically be less than 18. So we subtract 19 here, and yeah, basically that. And datetime.now, and after that we can come down here and say on confirm. On confirm, it will take the date and we're going to use set state, and the age is going to be the date. And if you want, you can print the age. You can just check print the age. And we can also print we can print the age like so if you want to see it, and we can also print the time. We could say current, wait, yeah, we could print the age, and after that we can, yeah, we'll just print the age like so, and we can put a semicolon there and we can save. And we can come here and we could have a child here. We could say a child, and the child's text is going to be text, and the first argument, as you know, in a text is usually the string that is going to be replayed. We could say enter birthday, and yeah, and the style is going to be text. Style is going to be text style, and I do not want it's colors dot white, and the font size is going to be size dot width, and you multiply that by 0.09 like so. And yeah, and yeah, we could just leave it like that. And after the gesture detector, we could put a sized box. We could say sized box, and the sized box, we could just give it a height of 10.0 like so. Let's put a comma so that the sized box doesn't complain. We put that, and after the sized box, we could have a column with this, and we could say a column, and the column is going to have a cross-axis alignment of, we want it aligned to the start, so we could say cross-axis alignment dot start. Cross-axis alignment is the opposite of the current alignment of the column. or in the case of row, the opposite of that. So the row is aligned vertically, so cross-axis alignment is the alignment horizontally. So that's what it is, but I'm guessing if you're working on this project, you probably already know that. I thought of this as an intermediate project. It's not exactly easy like the API one or the color match one. It's a bit, I'd say intermediate, right? So that was my thinking when I was doing this. Padding and this is just basic UI stuff until it gets to the time to press the big button. Edge inserts dot symmetric, we could pick it, and this one is going to have horizontal, and the size dot height we multiply it by 0.02 like so, and the first thing we're going to have is of course the text, and the text is going to be, I can't think of something, you could say you are and hope the person gets what you're saying rather than what is your gender. It sounds, yeah, so you are. And why is this complaining? Padding edge inserts dot symmetric. Yeah, symmetric only takes one argument, right? Let me just have a look and get back. And what I've done is I forgot to say this is a child of padding, like so. So this is a child of padding, you should remember that. And the style is going to be textile, and the color is going to be colors dot white, and the font size is going to be size dot width, and we multiply it by 0.09 like so, and we can get rid of this. Okay, I hate this alignment over the lines going down. Yeah, and after that we could go under the padding, and we can have a row that will contain this 3. So we could have a row, and the row will have children with widgets, and the row could have main axis alignment, which is going to be main axis. We want as much space between them, so we could say space, no, not between them, around them, so that there's space on the sides, right? Like this. So we could say space around, and we're going to use finally what we built up. I think we already did the gender widget, so we can say gender widget, and the gender widget takes an icon, and the icon is going to be from Font Awesome. We don't get this icons on Font Awesome icons, and the Venus, which is the female sign, I believe. Is it Venus? Right. Just realize that this is not the male symbol. This is the female symbol. The male symbol is this, rather, and I'm guessing this is the transgender symbol. Yeah, but the male symbol is usually this, and this is the female symbol. So we're going to change it around. We could start with female. The text here is going to be female. The size is going to be the size. The gender, let's see, gender widget. Venus, female, this is supposed to be a string, right? So we pass in a string to the gender widget. This is going to be a string. The size is the size. The selected is the gender, and on top we could just put it here, like so. We could just put it as a function. Could put a semicolon here, and in it we're going to have set state, and it's going to be gender equals female, like so. So yeah. So wait, have I brought in the font awesome? I think we have font awesome. Can I see it? Yeah, we do have a font awesome. So why is this complaining? Let me come down here. We're almost done. Okay, more or less, not almost. More or less, we still have to do all these others on the button. Yeah, let me just figure out what ails this, and we could get to that. Something really tiny. We need to make female a string. I forgot to put the to close the string. So I've closed the string, and this is going to be female, like so. And here we're going to have another, we're going to come back down here and have another gender widget. Essentially they're the same, right? So let's just get rid of this. And what's the problem? Why is this? Okay, let's come here, let's copy this, and we copy it for the male, and let's come here, and the gender widget here will be Mars. Men are from Mars, and this is going to be male. The size, the gender, and the gender is going to be male. And let's capitalize it. We say female, like so. And we do the same for the third and final time in this row. We come here, we copy this, come down here, paste it, and we could say I think the icon is, it's not a planet, it's transgender. Okay, transgender, and this is going to be transgender. Or we could just make it bisexual, where you but then you'd okay, I don't know, I'm confused right now. Okay, fine, yes, that is correct, like so. Let's just keep it moving, and this is going to be transgender. Well, what if you like both men and women? Okay, in our app we're not going to be, of course, if you like both men and women, should be fine. You can pick. I was thinking we make this bisexual, and then we can make it bisexual, but then if you're bisexual, then the person might not be interested in you for your sex. You may be interested from either, but they would not be interested in you. So anyway, okay, yeah, basically that was the idea. Anyway, you pick well, you choose your pick. Just choose your pick. Yeah. Of course, everyone has a right to like whoever they like. So yeah. So basically, we come back under the row. We could put a sized box. Let's just put a sized box, and the sized box is going to have a height. Wait, why am I misspelling? The sized box is going to have a height, and the height is size.height, and we are going to multiply it by 0.02, like so. And under this we could say this is going to be a padding, and the padding is going to be padding, we could say edge inserts.symmetric, and this one will take only one argument, so we could say horizontal, it's basically the same, right? If it's the same, why should we edge insert? If it's the same, why should we type it when we've already done it before? Let's just come down here and we can paste it like so, and we can hit that, and we can come here and save it like so, and padding, right? And yeah, afterwards the child, we could have a child. Since I'm noticing it looks exactly like this, so we could just come here and we could copy the child rather than it's supposed to be in the padding, so we should just come, it's supposed to be in the padding, so we could say put it here, child, we could say looking for, and let's make UR capitalized. We could say UR like so. So basically that's the looking for, and afterwards we're going to have the gender widget. Again, it's just going to be the same essentially. Yeah, after the text and then the padding, we're going to have a row and wait, where does this row end? This row ends here, so let's just copy, and then we change it to interested in. So we come here, hit copy, and we can come under the padding and we say row, and the row is going to have main axis space around, yes, font is Venus, female, gender, yes, but it's, instead of gender, it's going to be interested in, right? And here it's going to be interested in, and instead of gender here it's going to be interested in, and here it's going to be interested in, and instead of gender here we can say interested in, and the set state is going to give us interested in, like so. So yeah, and after that we come to the set state, and at the end of the column we can now have a button. We can have a grand button and finish it off. So at the end of our column, let me just clear that. Where's our column? Okay, actually it's this column, not that column. And so at that we are going to add a padding, and padding is going to have a padding of edge insert.symmetric, and these ones are going to be vertical instead of horizontal. We could say vertical size dot width height, and we could multiply it by 0.02 like so, and child is going to be a gesture detector like so, and this is going to have on tap we are going to have if the button is enabled, and we pass in the state, we are going to be able to submit. So we could say I messed that one up. Okay, the state, and then we could say on. Let's take it again. I think I've been typing for a bit, so mine's a bit frazzled. If the is button enabled, why isn't it accepting? If button enabled and we click in the state, and and outside the if, we could put the brackets and we could say on submitted, like so. So if we click the button, fire off the on submitted, and else we just leave empty braces like so. And and it's going to have a child, and the child is going to be a container, and the container is going to have a width, and the width is going to be size dot width, and we multiply it by 0.8, and the height is going to be size dot height, and we multiply it by 0.06, and the decoration is going to be, we're going to have a box decoration. The box decoration is going to be dependent on whether we can press the button or not, and we could say color is going to be it's going to be a ternary based on whether the button is enabled, of course, as we have seen with the other pages. And this is going to be the state, and we're going to have a ternary, and the ternary is going to say colors dot white, or it's going to be colors dot gray, not that, gray. And after this, we're going to come down and say border radius, and this is going to have border radius dot circular. The size is going to be size dot height, and I multiply it by 0.5, like so, and we're going to put another comma here, and outside the box decoration we're going to have a child, and the child is going to be a center with the text save center. We could say something cool like launch, or something like that. Anyway, we'll just say save is okay. Text is going to be, first argument in a text is usually a string, and after that we could say style. We could have a style of text style, and that is going to have a font size, and this font size is going to be size dot height, and we multiply this by 0.025, like so, right? And the color is going to be colors dot blue, like so. Let's do this. This is blocking me, so we could say, okay, why is it complaining? The text style is saved. The style is text style, which comes here. Okay, the font size is equal to size dot height times 0.025. The color is colors dot, I think, like so. I'd put a I put a comma instead of a period, and that's basically it. And let's save and see if we have data analysis is complaining. Okay, more or less. Yeah, I think that's more or less it. Page. It's time to look at our form. It's time to look at our page, and for that we can come to the pages, and we can have here, right click and create a Dart file called profile, like so. And our profile page is going to be it's going to be stateless. It's going to be a stateless widget. So, and for that we could just come here and type strless, like so, and this is going to be profile. We're going to call it profile, like so, and we're going to import the prerequisites, which is Flutter. I think you know the deal now. And after that we're going to have it's going to take a user repository, final user repository. It's going to take a user repository which we're going to import, and it's also going to take user ID, like so. And so we are going to go to our, is it sign up form? We could just copy this and use this, right? Copy and come back to our profile, and here we could have the word profile. We could have profile here, and we're going to require the user repository comma and string user ID, like so. And we're going to assert that the user repository is not equal to null, and the user ID, so it's going to have a dependency on both of these, and this is not going to be equal to null. And user repository is going to be the user repository, and comma user, let me just tab it, we could say user ID is going to be user ID, like so. Oh, I should say here, yeah, I think we have everything. What seems to be the problem? User repository. Oh, sorry. We could call it user repository, like so. And we have sorted out the problem. And let's give ourselves a bit more real estate, and we can come here and say return a scaffold, and this scaffold is going to have an app bar, and this app bar is going to have a title text. The text is what you see on your page. So this is going to be profile setup is one word, setup, and we're going to center the title for those on Android, so we could center title and say this is true, and the background color is going to be background color, like so. The elevation is going to be 0, so basically no elevation, so there's no break between the app bar and the body, right? And after that we're going to come and say body. The body, we're going to use the BLoC provider to provide essentially the profile block, the one that we were connecting to here. Where is it? And the profile form here, this profile, we're going to provide it because this page is going to be higher than the widget, than the form widget, because the form widget is going to be inside the page, right? So remember, data flows downward, so we're connecting up to it. And for that we could say, I think I've explained it before, so we could say BLoC provider. Here it is, BLoC provider, and the block in question is going to be profile BLoC, like so. And we are going to come here and we are going to say create, and it's going to take in the context, and the context is going to return the profile BLoC, which has a dependency on the user repository, which is going to be user repository, like so. And the BLoC provider is going to have a child, and the child is going to be the profile form, like so. And the profile form has a dependency on the user repository. Remember, if you can come back here and you see we have, where is it? Did I not put it? Oh yeah, here it is. It's at the top. Profile form. You know, when it's squished like this, you can't tell where you are. Yeah, so profile form, the user repository, and this is going to be user repository, like so. So yeah, basically that. So we have put the profile form in the profile page, and I think that's that. Finished with our profile form and our profile page. And what we're going to do next is we are going to set up the entire authentication flow, from where you either log in or start. You log in and you see the various tabs. If you don't have an account, you set up an account, you set up an account and fill your profile, and then enter the app and see the tabs. So basically that's what we're going to do next. I think we're going to leave it here because this video has already gone on for a bit, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.